What's up, YouTube? This is your girl, Sheree Day, bringing you the reality news. Today, I am bringing you some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea, honey. That's right. Now, here we go. The topic is Chateau Sheree. Yeah. So what we've got going on is Chateau Sheree is finished. Okay, if y'all didn't know, now you know, right? But what's happened is Miss Sheree Whitfield decided that with her chateau now being done, she was going to throw a housewarming party. Yeah, because y'all remember Kenya had her housewarming party for episode 1 of this season, but honestly, it was not ready. It was disrespectful. It was dusty. There was wires hanging out and dust falling in people's hair. It was a mess. Although I do think that Kenya Moore had a right to have her housewarming, have her friends come over. I just don't think she should have made it as big, like with the Bravo people and everybody coming through, frenemies being invited and all that crap. Like, just have it small, have a couple good girlfriends, but whatever, she did it. And now Sheree, she threw major shade at Kenya. So as soon as she could, Sheree decided to have her own housewarming party. But guess what? She invited Bravo cameras and all of the friends and frenemies that she has. And what did her neighbors do? Call the cops. Because apparently that's what they do when you have a party. This is incredible to me, but I'll get into my opinion in a minute. Let's see what happened. This week, Sheree Whitfield was ordered to court to face the charges of noise violations. The district attorney ended up investigating the whole situation and found out that Sheree Whitfield hasn't gone through the legal steps to get a certificate of occupancy, that her home is livable. Now, I'm not saying it isn't livable because it looks great, but you do have to go to, your city council and you have to file your paperwork and get your certificate of occupancy. And apparently Sheree hadn't done that yet, and that gives you a fine for doing that. Also, too, she didn't have permission to film the party with Bravo because Bravo brought their cameraman, their sound crew, all their equipment, lights, and so forth. And apparently, where Sheree lives, you need a permit to film. Now, to me, pretty much every big production, you need a permit to film. I mean, the only thing you could get away with maybe is to take out your phone, your cell phone, okay, and film something like that, like what a lot of us YouTubers do and stuff. But you're gonna have a production crew come through with all their equipment. Hell yeah, the neighbors are gonna notice. And they called the cops, and the judge said that was wrong. You don't have no permit for that. And the judge then turned around and fined Sheree $1,000. Okay, now Sheree did plead no contest. Okay, so she wasn't fixing to argue, fuss, and fight with the courts. She said no contest, and the judge slapped her with $1,000 fine. However, they also put her on probation. Now, I seen the order about the $1,000 fine. I seen that put out there. I haven't seen a lot of people catch on the fact that Sheree is on probation as a result too. And basically the terms of her probation mean that she cannot make any more violations in that order. So no more parties until you get an occupancy certificate, okay? And no more filming without permits. So basically the judge shut down the chateau. Now, to me, I think that it's petty, it's small. Like, the neighbors were ridiculous to call the cops. But where they live in Buckhead in Atlanta, Georgia, it's very fancy. A lot of great homes, beautiful estates. I mean, Sheree's home is very fancy. And Kenya's home has a lot of trees. Okay, so, there you go. But at the same time, when people got their fancy properties, they always looking out the window at you. Like, what you doing? Okay, they are so fussy. Okay, but welcome to the neighborhood, Sheree. You found out the hard way. You got to slow your roll and dot all your I's and cross all your T's before you try and come through and have another bash. All right? Especially because, like I said, Sheree is on probation. So we will see. And you know what? Let me add to that. Kenya Moore, when she filmed her housewarming, she also got fined because she did have an occupancy certificate, but she got fined for filming without a permit. So to me now, what is happening? These black people, they're running over Atlanta in Buckhead, and they are having all their ragers without the paperwork. Let's be careful. Be careful out there. You know Trump is president in 2 minutes. All right, slow your roll. No, I'm just joking with that. But anyways, you know what? I probably delete that. That's rude. Is that rude? I don't know. However, here's what's up. Kenya's also guilty of doing the same thing with having Bravo film. And here's my thing. How come Bravo doesn't know, or do they even care? Why is Bravo filming at places there's no permit for? I'm sure the Bravo people should have said, hey, listen to me. Make sure you get a permit before we come over. You know they didn't. I don't know if they did or not, but they definitely should have said, let me see your permit before we film. However, guess who suffers? The homeowner. So probably they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Let's work for them to hassle about. Either way, they're going to get their footage, right? So there you go. Anyways, they probably don't care. Now, Sheree's $1,000 poorer. Okay, I don't know what Kenya got fined, but hopefully they've both learned their lesson and they will shut things down until they do things the proper way. Anyways, guys, let me let you go. This has been your girl, Sheree Day, bringing you the Real Housewives of Atlanta news, honey. All right, let me let you go. I will talk to you soon. Please be sure to hit thumbs up on my video and share it with a friend. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit subscribe, click the bell for the notifications so you get the new on what I do. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Peace.